Nick Chubb talked to the media about the offense and some of the issues with it during the season.
Biggest thing was just lack of consistency, lack of focus, and I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, we have all the tools we need. We have the plays called. It's on us to go out there and execute it well. And I mean, we had some things that just didn't go our way. Some bad decisions the way we all made, and it's a little bit of everything. You can't really pinpoint one thing on it. But I think going to the off season, just coming in, fixing the small things, getting back to work.
So, Hayden, Nick Chubb rushed for 1,259 yards, 5.5 yards a carry. Does that performance? That's a really good performance. He's second in the NFL in rushing. Does that get pushed to the background because of the disappointing season that the offense had?
Sure. Yeah, it does, unfortunately. I mean, I remember the days watching the Browns where they couldn't get on a 1,000-yard rusher. I mean, that just wasn't a thing. Reuben Jones, I think, was like the first in a long time, and then you got Jamal Lewis. But it wasn't a thing back then. It was tough to get a 1,000-yard rusher. Now with Nick Chubb in this offensive line and Kareem Hunt, I mean, we've been talking about trying to get two in the same season. So obviously Kareem had injuries, and I feel horribly for Kareem because I think he got a really bad deal this year. But yeah, Nick Chubb, it unfortunately does, and I don't think anybody is taking Nick Chubb for granted. I think they know how great he is. I think they know what kind of a person, what kind of a player he is. So Nick Chubb, honestly, I think. I'm not going to sit here and try to belittle Nick Chubb because that is not my goal whatsoever. I think Nick Chubb deserves the rushing title and all that. But I think some of the rushing stats are, maybe because a lot of these other teams don't run the ball as much. And it gives Nick Chubb the opportunity to, maintain his place at the top of the NFL because he gets the carries and gets the touches. And I would say he probably deserves more carries and more touches. So keep making him the number one. He should. I don't know how it hasn't happened that he's been the number one rusher, for a consecutive year. Like, be the number one rusher in the NFL next year. I think Nick Chubb should do it. I think he deserves to do it. I think he wants to do it. I think the team should make him do it. I think it's for the best for the team for him to be the number one rusher in the NFL next year. So he was number 2 this year. Jonathan Taylor, tip your cap, was amazing. But next year, I want to see Nick Chubb at the top of that list, number 1, because we all know he can do it. We all know he deserves to do it, and I think it's for the best of the team for him to do it.